Hey, what's going on, everyone? Hope all of you are doing well. And this is going to be my continuation of the Bill and Ted movie reviews. I'm going to be reviewing Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, which is a personal favorite of mine. I feel like it's the best out of the two, and definitely a step up to the first movie. Now, this film, we have Bill and Ted are basically killed by evil robot versions of them sent from the future, and Bill and Ted have to get their souls back into their bodies so they can defeat these evil robot versions of them before not only do they ruin their chance at the Battle of the Bands, but also end up killing their princesses. And they kind of need the help from the Grim Reaper, and they Death himself, and they need help from a like a alien type of creature, a Martian known as Station, who create these good robot versions of them. I'm not gonna give away too much of the plot, but yeah, that seems to be basically your main plot of the film. Um, this movie's fun. I'm not gonna lie. This movie I had a good time with. Every time I see this movie, I always have a good time. Now I saw this movie in theaters when I was a kid, and I remember it very fondly, and it's just stuck with me so much throughout the years. And yeah, it's just I don't know what it is that makes this movie so special, but like I said, it's definitely a step up. You got a lot of returning faces, and you're also introduced to a lot of these new characters in the film. And Bill and Ted are great as always. The encounter they have with the evil robot versions of them is pretty cool. I do like I like the way they're playing these different characters, the evil versions of them basically, and also having to play the good versions of them. So I do like that. You do kind of get some cameos. You get like a William Shatner cameo, which is basically a episode of Star Trek, so you just get like a quick glimpse. But I still consider that a cameo, even though it's from the '60s Star Trek series. Um, you also get Pam Grier. She's in this. She's at the very end of the movie. I wouldn't say it's a cameo. Actually, she's in the beginning and the end of the movie. I wouldn't say it's a cameo, but she does have a small role in it. And I believe that's just no. Actually, you do get Primus. Primus makes a small appearance in the movie, but that's pretty much it. The soundtrack is fantastic as always. Um, really enjoyed it. William Sadler, who plays Death, fantastic. Like, he definitely had to put some of his own spin on the character, because I feel like a lot of times when he's in certain scenes, he definitely steals it, and he continues that with the next film I plan to review. Now, um, what I do like is that they kind of travel to like hell and heaven, and you get to see all these different characters. Like, you get to see Albert Einstein when they're in heaven. You When they're in hell, it's pretty interesting what their take is, and the stuff they have to go through. One of the things I don't like is George Carlin's appearance in the film. I just felt like he had less screen time than he did in the first movie. I feel like the first movie he had more screen time then, which I'm not sure why that was. I don't know if it was just the way the script was, or if he had other things going on. But I just felt like he could have had more. He could have done more in the film, but they kind of do explain, you know, that he's been around the whole time, but you just haven't really been able to see him. So I thought that was cool. I love the good robot versions of them that they make. I really wish they had made some figures based on those. I think they would have been really cool and really detailed. Um, There's one scene that is really cringy. It's a scene when they're in hell, and the way hell works is like it's almost like a prison. You have these doors that you slide open, and then you go into it, and then it kind of gives you like your own personal hell. So Bill goes to one where he meets, like, I think he sees his great grandmother, and of course he's a very young child. But there's a scene when the grandmother gets a close up to the camera, and it's just mm, very cringy. I don't like it. I usually have to get past that scene. It's that bad. Um, and disturbing. I do know Alex Winter actually plays the great grandmother or the grandmother. I can't remember exactly if it's the grandmother or great grandmother, but he does play that character. But it's a fun movie. Like I said, it's definitely, to me personally, it's a better step up from the first movie. Now, don't get me wrong, the first movie is a great movie, but I just felt like this movie had a lot more going on for it. Um, Introduced new characters that were great, and you can tell everybody was having a really good time with it. Kind of, if you watch the first movie, it's kind of like dipping their feet into the water, and then of course with the second film, it's like, okay, now we have more confidence to do what we want, and that's kind of the style you get. I will say this: I recommend picking up the Shall Select um, release of the film. Uh, the interviews that they have are really good, and they do talk about the second movie. And just hearing the stories and everything, it makes the film a lot. Excuse me. Excuse me. Just to me, it makes the film a lot more entertaining. Uh, than it was. But yeah, that's my review. I hope you guys enjoyed this little review, and I will finally be completing in my next review the final Bill and Ted movie, and I'll be moving on to other reviews. So, with that being said, don't forget to give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, comment down below what your thoughts are on this movie. Do you like it? Do you prefer the other ones? We'd love to hear your opinion. And until next time, guys, take care.